I'm Liv and this is my third book in the series, Read, Read, and Read.
The Liv'On Life book series is inspired by Elizabeth's daughter, Olivia, and the joy she has brought to the lives of her mother and others. Elizabeth Gorsey is a director, producer, and actor, and now she's expanded her repertoire along with her daughter, working on the 12-book Liv'On Life series. The series is written from the endearing perspective of Elizabeth's daughter, Olivia, who shares her insights and observations on modern-day life to encourage a dialogue between parents and children. We're thrilled to have Elizabeth and Olivia with us this afternoon. Please join me in giving them a warm welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for coming, first of all, and I hope you have some different treats and juices and coffee. And Olivia will start the reading. She's ready to go, and I will be the showing the pictures.
Are you the mother?
I'm the mother. Yes, unreal. Unreal, isn't it?
Good guess.
Liv'On Life, third book in the series, Read, Read, and Read. To Olivia's grandma, who always loved books, and to Olivia and Bowie, who are sharing that love with the world. Hi, my name is Liv, and Bowie is my dog, best friend, and #1 cuddle buddy. But he's not allowed at school. My best friend Bella goes to school with me, and she calls me Liv Liv. I call her B. At recess today, Bella said, "We're going to play freeze tag. Bye." I felt a little sad.
You're gonna find out after.
I wandered around the schoolyard looking for something to do. I saw a ladybug, but she flew away. I wanted to go on the monkey bars, but the line was too long. Then I ran into my favorite place, the library. It's full of books that teach me about different things, people, feelings, and places. When I open a book, it opens a whole new world. I found a book about the coolest, biggest dog park on the planet. Big dogs, little dogs, they all play together. Dogs never leave anyone out. But just then, Bella walked into the library and said, "I missed playing with you during recess, Liv Liv." I smiled. "Look at this," I said. "The puppies are eating ice cream Sundays." Bella giggled. Spiders are arachnids because they have 8 legs. Ladybugs, bright colors, let predators know, "Don't eat me, I taste awful." People in ancient Egypt worshipped scarab beetles. That night, Bowie and I read my new library books with a flashlight. As I snuggled up to Bowie, I whispered, "Thank you, books." Bowie and I read until we fell asleep. All night long we dreamed.
The end. I'd like to introduce Kachaya, who is our illustrator, but he,
Yeah.
where did he hide?
Jaya!
Kachaya, we're looking for you. Come on
He's
out.
on his way.
Okay. So that's who did these lovely illustrations. And the whole idea started when I was driving somebody. The whole book series started when Olivia was barely 3 years old, and I was driving in the car, and as we know in LA, and some of you have already heard this story, so bear with me, there's a lot of traffic. And so I was making these noises going, ugh. So in the back seat I hear, "This is silly." And I turn around and she's in her car seat, and I'm like, who is she talking to? Well, she's looking out the window and turns to me and says, "Look at those beautiful roses. I'd like to smell them. You need to enjoy." And I was like, where did you come from? So I'd like to open it up to some
questions. What inspired you to write this book? Well, after that happened, my mom wanted to kind of make a book about my sayings called Livisms, because she felt that the world needed to be more aware to that we need to hear a child's authentic voice. You don't just see a child, you have to listen to them because they are the future. So that was our inspiration. And because our Livism books didn't work out exactly, we didn't feel that that was the right thing to do.
They were too much like one-liners.
Yeah. So we came out with a picture book. So.
And we would go walk around the block, walk the dog, and Liv and I would discuss stories.
Yeah. And so we would base each book about something that actually happened. Like, we wanted it to be as real as possible and to just give every child a sense of their voice. So
the whole underbelly of the series is about not domesticating our children and really allowing them to flourish and see what their passions are. And just because they may be smarter than us, not saying you are, but you know, to allow them to develop instead of squashing them. Yes,
not
squashing.
Suppressing.
It's a better choice of words.
Any more questions? Oh, yeah?
How long does it take to make these books?
Well, our first book took the longest. It took like, oh my god, because it was like a whole process we didn't even really know. We had to find the illustrator, we had to find our printers, we had to make our design, we had to make our logo, we had to make the whole thing. So that took about
like 2 years to sort of
2.5
develop.
though.
2.5.
2.5.
Yes.
But yeah,
And then we went through like 700 artists. Again, where's Kachai hiding? Where are you hiding? Yes, he's hiding. Okay, but he's here.
He's
So
a hand-drawn artist, and that makes him really.
yeah, he does every illustration by hand, which is really cool. Question.
Yes, so what is it that you would say you've learned from doing these books?
I guess that I've learned, oh my god, that's really hard. Wait, I'm thinking. Guess I've learned that it's important to not only be ourselves, but if we want to, since the children of the world are the people who we need to start educating, because they are the future, and they are the future people who are going to impact change. So.
And then what does reading mean to you, Olivia?
Reading is a really important part of my life that I do almost every single day of my life. But it's really important to me because it's such a creative outlet for me to just read through someone else's perspective and understand new concepts, and our kind of like our saying is that a book can be a friend and make a friend, which is really true. Yeah.
Very wise.
There's one over there.
Hey, wait, who?
So you have how many books out right now?
3.
And you're gonna do a total of 12?
We're trying to.
So do you
we
think
have, we have 12 written.
okay, is there some that you would incorporate your parents in the storyline?
We actually do have my parents in going to the park because I want to go to the park, and Billy wants to go to the park because he wants to play with the dogs. And my parents are like in this swarm of wires and technology and everything. And it's kind of a message of we need to actually go to the park, not just look at one through a screen. So, yeah.
Very wise.
Thank you.
I understand that you are also a
writing that, well, there's so many possibilities, but that's definitely one of my main passions. So I'd actually love to make a book about that.
And bringing up that, we have Dr. Blackstone, who's the artistic director of the National Children's Choir, who Olivia.
Well, yeah, so, yeah. Yes.
You said you were going to tell us why you were sad when your friend went to play freeze tag.
Okay, I was sad because I had nobody. I was really kind of coming to school. I wanted to play with my best friend. And I felt a little left out because she was going and playing freeze tag with someone else. And it didn't really seem like I was invited. And so I went to a book for help, and that really helped.
Good for you.
Thank you. Questions?
have one right here.
Oh.
Are all of your books real stories or?
Yes, they're all based on real stories. So
Oh, we changed.
we change them a tiny bit, but mostly all real stories, yes.
See, like we have sort of the real dog, it's a cousin.
Yeah.
He
but
travels with us.
He's just taking a nap right now. Yeah. Any more questions? Well, I read a lot. Yes. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You've read the Harry Potter series how many times? Like 10?
Well, that's like, I started reading that series in kindergarten, and I read the whole series 8 times. Yeah.
Liv, I have a question. What are your aspirations? Do you want to be an author when you grow up as well?
Okay, so I find it very hard to keep on rewriting something because I'm so set on the thing that I just wrote. I'm like, done, it's done. So I don't really think an author, musician, artist, or maybe a journalist, but other than that, I don't know.
Good choice.
Wait, what? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And it's a little bit off subject, but can you tell us what you're doing with the children's choir?
Well, we rehearse every Sunday, and we just finished sort of our 3 main, we had 3 main,
Performances?
performances, thank you. And we're going on tour in the summer to Europe, and I wrote and arranged a song.
I did the words in the melody. Okay.
And so I arranged that, and it's called Look to the Light because the main message of it is hope and how we all need hope. So that was performed by the NCC. Yeah.
And you wrote that song?
Yes, I
at what
did.
age and rate?
Yes.
Well, you had help.
Well, I had help arranging it with Dr. Ian Krauss.
And Dr. Black.
Yes.
Is the song on iTunes or?
No.
YouTube or-
Not yet. It will be.
We're working on it.
Yes.
It's the opposite.
Yes.
Olivia, I work with preschool parents,
Yeah.
and I wondered if you had some words of wisdom for them about reading and their children.
Well, reading, I think, reading is actually a big word that people kind of, okay, so reading, I think sometimes people forget what the actual meaning and sort of definition of reading is. Reading, to me, my definition, is when you you go to another place and you're not doing it just to do it. You're not doing it as homework. You're not doing it as a chore. You're not doing it because your teacher says so. You're doing it because that makes you happy. And when I read, it's because reading makes me happy. So we all have our own books that we read that make us happy. So, yeah.
Well said.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, really, for coming out and attending.